Hi everyone, my name is Jenna and welcome back to my channel. I am an energy healing practitioner and teacher, and I'm here to bring empowering messages, bring empowering sounds and energy into helping you create what it is that you want to create and be who you are deep down without all the energetic baggage that's holding you down. And so today I really wanted to talk about a topic that I think a lot of us can feel at times, but not always sure what to do when it happens because it's not logical. And that is kind of terror of the unknown. So, an extreme fear of what is to come, what is coming, what we don't know. And I've felt this myself, and it still happens to me, where I get caught up in what I think might happen or what seems to be going in the direction of what's happening and getting away from being in the present moment and creating what it is that we want instead. And so I help my clients and others to come back to that moment here, now, in the present, and be in that discomfort a bit so that we can actually choose what it is we want to experience instead. So, terror of the unknown, often people will feel this with anxiety, like somehow they'll feel anxious, they don't know why, but it often has to do with what's coming or what's unknown or what can't be controlled. And so I want to offer another perspective on this, and that is that energetically we create what we're experiencing in every moment. I'll let that settle in if that's a new idea for you. And what I mean by that is what we think, what we believe, the choices we make unconsciously, even those little things that you tell yourself, those are all helping to create what we're experiencing. And when we start to recognize the thought patterns, especially the things we're telling ourselves, like, oh, I can't do that, or it's too hard. Those are ones that came up for me a lot. And if we continue to energize and repeat and give weight in a sense to those thoughts and feelings, they start to become more of reality. So what I like to do is when I'm noticing or my clients are noticing this pattern, which it takes a bit of presence to even notice it. But once you start noticing those patterns coming up, you can stop yourself, take a moment, take a deep breath, in fact, and think about, consciously stop yourself, even if you want to continue complaining or continue whatever, and think, well, what is it that you want? What is it that you actually want? What do you prefer instead of what you're experiencing and feeling now? And by shifting what it is from that complaining or from that sense of victimization towards what you want to feel and experience instead, then you can start to create that. And so one of the things that helps to accelerate this creation is actually feeling it from the energy of your heart. So, for example, we'll go with this terror. So when people are in terror, it's usually kind of like a fight or flight response. It's not often logical, and when this happens, it's actually difficult to pull yourself back into the moment because you're trying to survive. And so the idea is to release that energy, because if that energy is still informing your reality, even if you're not actually in danger from that terror, like physical danger especially, or even, emotional, psychological danger, then it's hard to shift that. So I want to bring through an intuitive song transmission, so energy in the form of sound, to help clear out some of that terror energy, that terror of the unknown, so that you can begin to get really present to what it is you want to create instead. So take a moment and think about what is something that terrifies you. Like if it doesn't, make you feel too bad, what is it, something that you consciously know that maybe shouldn't necessarily be so scary, but for whatever reason, it brings up those feelings of like inner terror, that unknown. So think about what that is for you. It could have to do with, spending money on something, a return on something, starting a new project, getting a new job, quitting a job, something for you that really brings up feelings of that terror of the unknown. But we're not going to focus on that too much. So when you have that in your mind, I want you now we're going to kind of flip the switch in a way. I want you to think about, what would it feel like if that terror were resolved, if it were plucked out of your energy, plucked out of your mind, plucked out of where it's sitting with you? How would that feel? And you're going to take a moment to really dial into what that feeling is like. So for example, maybe that feeling could be empowerment, or a sense of total calm, because in your calm, you know that you can create what you want, and you can also clear that terror energy. So for whatever that is for you, you're going to sit for a moment and try to dial into that. And then what you're going to do is intend, pretend, sense, whatever works for you, that you are able to expand that energy, you're able to amplify that energy from your heart space. So you're going to pretend, you can visualize if you need to, visualize that energy growing almost kind of like a fan in your heart space, out through that heart space, front, back, sides, all the way around. And you're going to feel as if you're amplifying that. Okay, and now I'm going to bring through the intuitive song transmission to anchor in the new energy of what it is you want to create. Are you ready? Here we go. Ooh, yeah, ooh, yeah, ooh, yeah, ooh, ah, ooh, yeah, ooh, hey, yeah, ooh, yeah, hey, yeah, ooh, yeah, ooh, yeah, ooh, hey, yeah, ooh, yeah, hey, yeah, ooh, yeah, hey, ah, ooh, So take a deep breath, let it out. Notice how you're feeling. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling a lot calmer. So if you felt as if this video really helped you, feel free to share it with somebody who is feeling maybe anxious or doesn't quite know what to do with their fear of the unknown. And maybe it's causing a bit of unsettling in their life. They can't move past it. It's become a block. Feel free to share that with somebody who you think could benefit from this. You can also like this video. You can subscribe to my channel for more of these little exercises in moving into what it is that you want instead of what you are experiencing that you don't want. So thank you so much for being with me here and sharing your time and your energy. Lots of love wherever you are in the world. And bye for now.